obviously had bad days sometimes. What kept you focused and motivated when you had a bad day to continue and follow the system?
When you promise your wife that you can make a full-time income for her, then you need to delivering on your promises. So I would say one of the things that kept me going the first year was that I promised this is something we need to do. So that's one thing. And then I went on the first trip with the company in January 2007. That was to Brazil. And that was a big turning point for me, because that was where I realized the culture in Zinzino. And on that trip, we were only 35 people qualified. But I got to learn the different people who was working with Zinzino. And that's where I really understand this is a business that I want to do full-time in the future, because I really love the people and I love the culture we were having. And that was basically where I started to adapt even more into following the system and listening to different leaders.
Okay, if you kind of treated me as a new learner, someone new in the business, what are the key steps you train on to get the newest partner through the Fast Start incentives as a new partner?
Step number one is to start using the products. That means take your first test, start using all the different products. That means both the oil and the extend and the fiber. And that's the benefit in UK, is that we're having all those products. So that means you can get your own personal experience. And then we need to have the focus on getting in the first customers, because that is giving you personal proof that, okay, someone else than me want to buy those products. So it's about product training and then getting in the first customer, so you have a feeling, okay, this is working.
Absolutely. Kind of today, you've built a huge business. What's your motivation each day? I mean, do you just work with the leaders now? Do you bring new people in yourself? What's your kind of thinking on that side of the business?
I have never been more motivated than I am today. But listen, guys, we have today 250,000 customers in Zinzino. During the next 3-4 years, we're going to pass 1 million customers. But during the next 15 years, we're going to go to 20 million customers. So that's totally different compared to what we have done in the last 15 years. So I've decided to go into massive recruiting. I even texted with someone that was in my own team, but sometimes when you have a big team, you don't know if they're in your team. But then I'm just happy that they are already in Zinzino. So I'm really reaching out to a lot of people, because I want to get new people into this journey that we are on. And I want people to give the opportunity. And that's the next thing. If we're taking, and I'm very sorry about the status also in UK regarding the virus, but in that sense, we are having some very serious tasks we need to do. We need to get people more healthy. There's going to be a lot of focus on health during the next many, many years. That's one thing. Test. People is hearing about test every single day. We have a different test that can see how people's balance is. That's going to be something that people really need to take now. And then the next thing is, a lot of people is losing either their paycheck or some of their paychecks, so they need to earn more money. And we have a great opportunity, because we have a company that is not going out of business, but going to stay here for the rest of your lives and also for my life. And that means we can bring people into a business where we can be proud to working together with them and building this team up.
Well, that's fantastic. And how are you finding building online during this time where people can't go out and leave their homes? Is it slowing you down? Are you having to adapt? Is it increasing your business? What feelings are you getting there?
I would say Zinzino have developed during the last couple of years a lot of tools to be working online, but I've been building most of my organization offline. Even just to give you an example, I started up in Hungary for 2.5 years ago. In Hungary, they are a little bit behind regarding working online. So that means they didn't use Facebook so much. They didn't use iPhone so much. So that was a totally different culture. And that was something I was used to, because we have normally been working offline. But then for 2 weeks ago, everyone in Europe, they need to adapt to go into work online. And I must say, I'm just proud of both what Zinzino is doing, but also all the partners in Zinzino, because they have adapted to work online so fast. So we haven't seen that we are dropping in sales. No, we are basically increasing in sales. So today, what I'm doing is I'm texting a lot of people just to checking in where they are. And if they are open for hearing about where Zinzino is, then I'm inviting them in for a Zoom meeting. And then I'm doing a presentation on Zoom.
Fantastic, Eve. And my last question, which words of encouragement would you share to the team today to take action through this period?
Well, maybe I should just share a little bit about my story regarding when I started up in Hungary. Because I fly to Hungary the 4th of July, 2017, because I got a referral to a lady that I want to meet. And thereafter we have had a lunch and we have decided to start doing business together. We start working in Hungary, and Hungary was a little bit different at the time because we didn't have any things in Hungarian language. So we need to have a translator all the time. But we start building, and it took us basically 6 months to build a strong foundation of 1,000 customers. But today, Hungary is the company is probably this year is going to be the biggest market, but also the fastest growing market. I think we have, I don't know, 30, 40,000 customers in Hungary. So that's the benefit that you're sitting with in UK, that we are going into UK now, and we're going to have everything in pound very soon. I know Steve is working on that. So now you have the opportunity to go out and do massive action, because most of you is probably sitting at your home because you can't go to work. A lot of the people you're contacted is sitting at home because they can't go to work, so they have plenty of time. So that means during the next couple of months, you can build a strong foundation that can grow so rapidly into the UK. And I do believe that UK gonna be one of our biggest markets in the future. And that's also why I can guarantee you, I'm gonna be a part of on being training on your events, because I will love to build in UK together with you. And that's one of the strengths that Zinzino is having. We're having a strong culture where everyone is working as one team. So it doesn't matter if you're cross-line or up-line or down-line. No, we work together as one team. So that's why I think timing now is to go in and do massive action and yeah, spend your free time now to really build up your own business.
Well, Eve, you're a massive inspiration to everybody. Congratulations on how many people you've helped. The UK welcomes you anytime you want to come over. And I look forward to taking you or hosting you at Anfield or at Tottenham sometime soon. Eve, from everyone in the UK, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for people if they are supporting different teams, but I'm supporting Liverpool, but I also love Tottenham and all the other different teams in UK. So that's how it is. But we probably need to wait another 30 years to be champion. We don't know if you're going to make it this year.
I think Tottenham have to wait 100, so don't worry. Thank you, Eve. I really appreciate it. And with that, I hand you back to the person who's really driving the UK market. Really proud to be a friend and working with him every day. Diamond partner, please, Dave Ives.
Thank you, Steve. Ibs, thank you very much. I wish we spent the whole hour listening to you, but I'm glad you said you're willing to come back, and we're looking forward to working shoulder to shoulder. And make one of our dreams is making Zinzino a household brand name, and I believe that's going to be very possible in the next few short months, 24 months or so, which is short when you actually think about that duration. So, but thank you, Ibs. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you. One of the things, your consistency. One of the things I hope you got from that, folks, is 7 years. 7 years to get 3,000, and we get frustrated when our neighbor laughs. 7 years, but now well over 83,000. So, and I'll guarantee you, just with a nod, Ib, just with a nod, has your skill grown in that time? There you go, folks. If we're not getting the results we want, don't look at people like Ibs and Steve Morley and the Booths and go, it's okay for them. They were bad at the beginning too. They were bad at the beginning too. And the longer we resist getting into personal development, the longer we stay bad. It's personal growth, learning how to position the opportunity, learning how to position what we are bringing to the market. And that is, I believe, the #1 test-based nutritional opportunity on planet Earth. And the market couldn't be more receptive even through this hysteria. So it's how we bring it and the value we believe We are